Hi guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and get to it. It's real important, especially for us salespeople and management. The real reason why is because we need money and we need to have a way to make money. So our thing for today is selling, the pros and cons of buying sales leads. Okay, what? What are the pros and cons of buying sales leads? You know those things that get you the phone number to call? You know those things that give you an address, telephone number, and information? Those are called leads. What are the pros? What are the cons? Well, here's the thing. If you're a new salesperson, the pros are if you work for a company and they provide them, that's really good. But see, somebody's paying for those. You may think that, you're not paying for leads, but in reality, your company is, so you may make less money, depending on what you're selling. Okay, the other thing is the pros and the cons. If you have no leads, it's like, how are you going to make an introduction and show somebody or even introduce a product to the world if you have nobody to talk to? You got a target market. That's what's most important when you're trying to have leads. Leads are important. If we don't have leads, it's kind of hard to be able to have a direction. And leads have been around, the concept of leads have been around for a long, long time. People are doing it to the nth degree now. You go on these different media services. People are selling ideas about, hey, you got these leads, go ahead and give us a call, blah, blah, blah. It's everywhere. It's all over the internet. People got leads from every direction. But how do you get good leads? How do you know if you're going to get good leads? It's like sometimes you got to test the water. Sometimes you fail based on the leads that you get. But if you get leads and you don't use the leads, you're really not doing what the leads are there for. The purpose of a lead is to give you, like I said, a focus point, a direction, somebody to contact for you to have a simple conversation about what they may have interest in, which is your product. They may not even know it's available yet, unless a salesperson like me and you introduces it. Sometimes they're looking for those products that they're familiar with, like insurance, okay? Now, what is the pros and cons of buying sales leads? It's marketing money. It's like it costs a lot of money for leads. It really, really does. And there are people today that are selling leads in so many different genres. Anything that you're interested in, somebody calling somebody to get an appointment so that you can call them. It's great, a lead. But see, buying leads, the con is they do cost you a lot of money. But the pro is, it depends on how you look at it. If you don't have them, I guarantee you ain't going to make no money. You're going to be going to person, trying to qualify somebody. If you can't qualify somebody within a few seconds based on some basic information, if you get a lead and it's got a telephone number on it, it's got a person's name, their address, if it's got on there information about their birth date, their weight, that they had contacted us or contacted the company, if they've looked at something online and they had an interest in it, I'm going to tell you what, that information's probably already been sold. And sometimes people get tired of people calling them about the same damn thing because eventually they run into a salesperson and they buy something. That's what we want to do. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We're just having a very simple conversation about selling, the pros and cons of buying sales leads. Don't fret because it's a part of business. If you have a person, you work on commission, you're going to have a 1099 form, at least at this time in the world. You're also going to have somebody where you can take those leads and you can be able to maybe use them for tax purposes. So it is an investment. I don't care, man. Any business that you're in, you got to have your target market. Now, you do have people that do canvassing, that go door to door. That's really a good business, especially if you have a lot of young people and so forth, that you can give them a good idea. They can set appointments for their salespeople. It's wonderful. Another thing is, if you've got somebody who's able to call your leads and be able to set up a basic idea that, hey, you're a salesperson is going to be coming out there, that's a really good thing. Now, people who generally have that have been doing sales for a while. That means their time is so valuable. They got so many different things that they have leads. They got people calling their leads, and it's going out, and he goes out, and they go out, and they close the deal. And see, here's the thing: if you don't have any leads, it's a negative. Again, nothing in this world is for free. If you think so, then you don't deserve getting the good stuff. Because see, it's like this: you get it from hard work. It's an investment. Remember, we work on commission, guys. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I'm going to tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth as far as got to do with sales, because I love every aspect of sales. Your leads are the thing that's going to make you money. But I've seen people, and I'm going to tell you what, it freaks me out. They'll buy leads, and they won't even call them but one time. You can't do that. They cost too much money. You got to call these people over and over at different times of the day. Write the time down. Especially if it's real important and all you get is a little bit of leads. Now, if you got people calling into your business and your company, you can always take issues, which are like tissues, and turn them around for the benefit of the company and sell more merchandise. It's harder to get a new person to buy from you than it is to get somebody, if they're a satisfied customer, to buy again. Okay? You know, pros and cons of buying sales leads. The truth is, everybody, if you don't got no leads, it's really hard to make a deal with somebody. I mean, like I said, in the old days, you had to go and talk to this person, talk to that person, and now you got cell phones. We can have a conversation with a customer just like me and you're looking at each other right now. We can sell something with audio. They can record their voice, and they can also purchase over the phone. Pros and cons of buying leads. If you work in a call center, you hopefully those leads are good leads, so that way you have an opportunity to call. Because when you're in a call center, you're having to call 150, 300 people a day, or at least attempts. Because without you making those phone calls, the company can't make no money, and you can't make no money either. Because, like I said, selling's important. Pros and cons about buying and sales leads. If you own a business and you ain't got nobody telling you that you need to go out there and beat the bushes and you need to get you some salespeople, then you need to reinvest and look at your future. If you're wanting to make money, you got to put money out there. Like they say, and I've said it before, the more skin you got in the game, the more you'll be out there trying to make sure that stuff works. And if you're buying leads and it's costing you a fortune, damn, you better go out there and sell something. Because you got to pay for them leads. And leads will either make you or break you. This is Gary Lee Stanley. I just had a serious conversation about selling, and products, the pros and cons of buying sales leads. You got your good stuff, your bad stuff. But every lead's a good lead. I'm not saying that every lead that you get is going to be a good one because you're going to be able to sell something. Sometimes the leads suck. But if you don't try different avenues of marketing and a way to make more money and ask for the order, you ain't going to sell nothing. We got to ask ourselves, are we real salespeople? Yes, we are. Do we have to pay for leads? Unfortunately, yes, we do. But see, it's not unfortunately if you make money. Okay, that's not an unfortunate thing. That's a good thing. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, and we just had a very simple conversation about pros and cons of buying sales leads. I kind of like leads. I like to be able to have them. I don't always like to have to pay for them, but I know from personal experience, I've been in sales since the 80s. You can either go at it real, real hard and struggle, or you can buy some leads, and then you test the water. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a very